Hey everybody, and I'm back with a video today, and that is a picture of my sister and me. It was actually taken at my nephew's wedding, so this is part of all of the wedding layouts that I am completing for my book. But I love this picture of the two of us together, and we don't have tons of pictures together, so that's kind of nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gut this pink polka dot paper, and that is from Lawn Fawn. It's the Let's Polka Dot collection, the Mon Ami Strawberry Polka, and it's a really great pink color. And I'm going to use it to border this beautiful embossed floral paper that's sitting in the background right there. And it's mostly white, but there's the raised part of the embossing is a light pink color, and it's really subtle, so you kind of have to look for it. You see it kind of in whole, and it's going to be hard to see it on camera here, just because it comes off shiny, because all of it's shiny because of the embossing. That's the way the paper is constructed. So anyway, that paper is a very old piece from SEI. It's from the With All My Heart collection. It's the Heart Me Not paper. So I don't have any idea how old that is, but it's old, pretty old. So I'm using that technique that I've talked about before when I'm putting a background onto a border where I've only cut out the border. I just glue one side down first and then keep gluing from there, and it helps keep it straight, and then the paper doesn't buckle on me, which will frequently happen when you're doing borders like this if you try to glue the whole thing down at the same time. All right, so there's that photo. It was a bad hair day for me, I have to say, but other than that, it was a lovely occasion. So I decided, since we're girls, I wanted to put a doily behind, and that doily is from the Sunny Side Up Bakery. It's an 8-inch doily, and you can find those in the Hobby Lobby cake decorating section. But I decided I really wanted to, border that. And then I also wanted to put that photo on some sort of mat, so that there's a little bit of softness behind it and that doily there, because the photo is pretty dark, which I like because it does a nice job of drawing your focus right to it. And I am going to use a scrap there. I don't have the name of that paper. I believe it's probably from My Mind's Eye, knowing like the quality of the paper and all of that, but it was in my scraps from all the wedding layouts, so I'm guessing that's what it is. All right, so now I'm going to work with some die cuts here, and I have that camera that I'm going to, like that little Instamatic camera, since we're having our photo taken. I found that bingo card that says happy, and I really like that. And then I have that little girl's dress, and that's one of those things that's significant to me, because when we were really young, my mom used to dress us alike, even though we don't look alike, and our coloring is really different. Most people don't realize that we're sisters. So I did think about using these two little girls, but the thing I didn't like about it is that one girl was that teal color, and I really want to keep this all to pink and white. I also grabbed that banner up on top that says XO, and then I'm playing around with a few more things. And all of these die cuts are coming from the Crate Paper Oh Darling, the die cut ephemera from the Oh Darling collection. So I'm just kind of playing around with what I have. I'm trying to use some of these things up, and I knew there were lots of pink things in here, and I wanted this to be very girly. Then I found that die cut arrow from the Oh Darling collection and decided to use that. I'm kind of playing around with where it's going to go, however. I'll move it around just a little bit. And now I decide I do need to ink some edges here. And that is because everything is so very wide. I want some things to stand out. So I'm not going to ink the edge of the embossed paper, that floral background, but I am going to ink the pink polka dot paper and also all of the die cuts, so it gives them a little bit of a shadow against the background is what's happening. So I'm using my favorite Memento Dewdrop ink in gray flannel that if you've watched any of my videos, you know it's my absolute favorite ink out there. And I'm doing that thing that I do to make life easy for myself. I'm gluing from the top down, basically. I didn't glue the photo down yet, but I am gluing the other pieces around it. So if you glue from the top down, then actually, I'm sorry, I did glue the photo down. If you glue from the top down, you don't have to take everything off and wonder if you got everything back in the original place. This way, you know you did. So that's a little tip for you as well, to glue from the top down instead of taking all of your embellishments off your page. All right, so now I'm going to ink up that dress, and this layout is fairly flat. I mean, I have quite a few layers here, but I didn't put foam tape behind anything here. I really wanted the focus to be on this photo of the two of us, but I also liked the fact that you know, I could have some of these things that were meaningful, like the happy bingo card and that little dress. I like to use things like that within my layout that would be meaningful to me. That like Polaroid Instamatic camera there is something that my grandmother used when we were young, so that has meaning to the two of us within, you know, a family context as well too. So I think those things make your layouts more meaningful if you can find things. And even if other people don't understand why they might be there, you know, other people are going to look at this and think, oh, it's a girl's dress, they're both girls. But when I look at that, I think about when my mom dressed us alike when we were little. All right, so I had this scrap of this tape here. It's a washi tape from Hobby Lobby, and it has hearts on it that are kind of like diamond patterns, almost kind of love hearts. And so I'm trying to decide where to put these and how to put them on here. And I'm kind of deciding I like it in both places, actually. And I am not going to take the tape off the backing. I do that frequently with this particular washi tape. I leave it on the backing, actually, because I like the fact that it's white. Otherwise, it becomes way too see-through, and it's hard to see the washi tape. So then I'll take a little bit and put it up in my third cluster up here to, quote, hang the banner there. So I'll glue that banner down, and then I'll just pop that washi tape. Oh, I'm going to put glue on the washi tape, which seems kind of silly, but I am going to. I am also going to ink the washi tape as well too. And I'm watching something while I'm doing this. I don't know what it was. I like to watch TV shows I've missed during the week. I like to watch Netflix. All sorts of different things. All right, and what I did there is I accidentally got a little bit of ink on the actual tape itself, like right in the middle. So I just cut another piece because, you know, washi tapes, we have a lot of it. At least I have a lot of it in my stash. So if I have to throw away a piece because I messed up, I'm okay with that. And I cut and I place these things just so that they're landing right to my eye. And what I'm doing is I'm using that washi tape to kind of act as a little bit of a shelf for the photo to sit on as well. And it connects the photo and the dress even more, the dress die cut, with the background and the doily there, because that washi tape is touching the photo mat, the doily, and then also the dress. So now I am going off in search of an alphabet here to use. And I was thinking about titling this My Sissy, because when we were younger, I used to call her My Sissy. But, and she is the younger of the two of us. I'll own the fact that I'm 2 years older than she is. But anyway, I used to call her My Sissy, but I don't believe I had enough S's to do it. As a matter of fact, I didn't have any S's now that I'm looking at this. I only had 8s left. So I am going to MacGyver an S out of 8s. Oh, I thought about my sister as well, too. And then I realized I didn't have an R. And I pulled another set, but that other set, the gold is a little bit off from the original. They're both the woodland alphabet from Dear Lizzie's Fine and Dandy, but one color is a little bit off from the other. So I'm going to end up just titling this My Sis in the end. And we do call each other sis on occasion, so that works as well too. Sis and my brother's bro sometimes, so even in our advanced ages. But again, that sort of just, that word sis takes me back to sissy, which takes me back to when we were younger. And some really fun stories about when we were younger and I was the protective older sister. She now is protective of me, actually. It's the mother in her, I think. Because she is the mom of my 2 nephews. Okay, so I'm just going to, it's a fairly short title, so it's pretty easy to get this all placed. And then what I'll do is I'll just cut the S. I'll cut that little piece out of the right side at the top and then out of the left side at the bottom of this particular number. That's a really good tip. And then I don't know if you noticed it before, but I didn't have any E's, so I flipped the 3 because those make great E's. They're obviously a little bit different, but I don't care. I'm getting, and especially because they're numbers, so I'm really getting use out of my numbers. I think I made like a 6 that was a foam the other day. Yeah. No, I was thinking I made a 6 into a P or something. I think I took a 6 and made it into something the other day. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I'm just about done. There is a detail shot and a couple of still shots. I added those little arrows there. Hope you guys are all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye!